Hi, welcome to session 4 of Understanding Blockchain Technology. Today we will discuss the UTXO, which is Unspent Transactions Output. Our agenda today, we will discuss UTXO, what is the difference between UTXO and the account model, how is the transaction works, what is the coin-based transaction, what is halving, what is Satoshi, what is the lock time. So let's start with UTXO. Let's imagine UTXO, which unspent transaction, is the change in our real life. When you are giving someone $10 and he wants only $8, he will give you change or back to you $2. This is a summary of UTXO. So let's explain this inside the blockchain. How this works? The transaction format, we have input and we have output. It's not necessary to be only one input and only one output. It can be multiple input and it can be multiple output. So as you see here, we have a lot of inputs and a lot of outputs, and we are not using names, we are using public keys to say where is this transaction from and where is this transaction going. So let's dive in. We have Mike and Sam. Mike have 5 BTC and want to give 3 BTC to Sam. The transaction will go from Mike to Sam with 5 BTC. Then we have miner fee. The miner who is making this whole transaction, who is validated, is taking a fees. It's like in this example, it's like 12,500 Satoshi. And we will explain Satoshi after a while. So the remaining of the 5 BTC Sam took is 1.99875 BTC. This is the UTXO, which will back again. This is the change. This is the remaining of this whole transaction. It will back again to Mike. So now Mike don't have the 5 BTC. He have only the UTXO, which 1.99875 BTC. So let's assume Mike have a lot of transactions and have a lot of UTXO, have a lot of remainings. He want to make one transaction 23 BTC to Sam again. We will find here the Satoshi is almost double. We will find here in this transaction, which is almost similar to the previous transaction, one only transaction will take around double fees, 30,000 Satoshi. Why exactly? When Satoshi Nakamoto make transactions, he make it take multiple UTXOs and do not combine them. Each one have a separate amount of BTC and they keep it. A separate amount of BTC and they keep it. So you can have around 200, 300 UTXO and they are never combined. Each one is a separate in your wallet. So a lot of UTXO in one transaction will give you higher fees because you are consuming a lot of data. So what exactly the solution of this? Miners, when they make a lot of transactions, they have a lot of UTXO, which they know if they want to make any transaction, it will cost them a lot. So mainly they are making a combination. They are sending a lot of bulk number to themselves to merge all of this transaction or to combine all of these transactions into one transaction. And this transaction have a solid number, for example, 10 BTC, 11 BTC, all together, not like this 5 alone, 6 alone, 0.5 alone. This will cost you in your transactions a lot in the fees. And this UTXO, not all of them you can use. Most of them turns after a while to dust, which is having no value. So what is Satoshi? Satoshi is the smallest unit in the Bitcoin. 1 BTC equal around 100 million Satoshi. and named Satoshi because of the Bitcoin creator Satoshi Nakamoto. All the transactions in the blockchain is like this? Of course not. In the beginning, Satoshi Nakamoto make the Bitcoin as a transaction based. But after that, we found Ethereum and Solana is account model. So they are using transactions like the bank system. I have $10 or 10 Ethereum. This 10 Ethereum is a bulk. If I give Sam 5 Ethereum, I have 5 and he have 5. There is no return or no UTXO in this. My account decreases, Sam account increases. So what is coin-based transaction? As you remember last time when we talk about the blocks, almost each block have the previous hash and the previous signature of the previous block before it. But in the coin-based transaction, this is the first block in the chain. In this block, the rewards given to the miner and there is no input, only output in this block. We hear a lot Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving, this is an event happening each 210,000 blocks mined, or each 4 years. Since Bitcoin almost 10 minutes, you can make a block. So this is around each 4 years, we found halving. In this event, we found the reward of Bitcoin mining split into halves, which encourage scarcity, of course. Currently, we have 6.25 Bitcoin each block you are make mine, which around $500,000. And the next halving in April 2028. And after that, the Bitcoin reward will be 3.125 BTC per block. If we back again to the transaction input and output, we will find lock time. What is lock time? Lock time is the time I am putting to tell the transaction when it will be put, when it will be happened. This is like the date in the check. But actually, even if you are making a date in a check, you can actually go to the bank and spend it. Even this is not supposed to be happened, but it's happened. I don't know why. But currently, the lock time we have in the transaction to give it timing or specific time for execution. Why we are making lock time? Each reward I'm giving, I have to be sure, or Satoshi Nakamoto, when he made Bitcoin, he wanted to be sure this transaction is legitimate. So there is no input or no one put injected a fake block inside the blockchain. How we can manage it? We make it by locking the miner reward 100 blocks. This 100 blocks gives some time to the blockchain to verify the chain for 100 blocks and check if this block is legitimate. After that, he can give you the reward or he can unlock for you the reward. This is take around 17 hours or 16.5 hours since we have each 10 minutes approximately, one block is mined. So what is the pros and cons of UTXO? The pros is better privacy, easier to validate, and simple to audit after that. The problems or the cons, you have a large storage of the size. You have a large storage size since you have a lot of UTXOs in your wallet, and more complex. I need to make one transaction with 30 BTC. I need to make around 30, 40 or whatever. It's depending on how much I have in my wallet UTXO. So it will take a lot of transaction or a lot of data and send it. And this a lot of data, it's required a lot of size and a lot of fees. More input will give you more fees. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any comment about UTXO or about blockchain in general, please let me know. If you want this PDF, please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.